Hello and welcome to episode 35 of Unemployed to Unstoppable. Since you were last with us, things have probably been going better than expected. We last saw you at the end of the transfer window with a victory against Omanoia in the European Cup first qualifying round. We followed that we got beat by Liverpool, which is not really any surprise. We scraped through against Omanoia with a 0-0 draw to take us through to the group stages. We had a draw with Wolves. Got knocked out of the Carabao Cup in the second round by Leicester, which was a little bit devastating, followed by a draw at Brighton 0-0, really struggling to score goals. But since then, we've really turned a corner. We had a couple fairly easy games in the European Cup, following two 7-0 victories against Ventspils, 2-0 against Victoria Pilsen and 2-0 against Dnipro. So we've qualified from the group. In the Premier League, we got victories at Watford and Man United, which was probably the biggest surprise, a 4-1 victory at Man United. We then had an away win at Leeds, a home win at West Ham. A little dip when we got beat by Aston Villa, but we followed that very quickly with a win at Bournemouth. So in today's episode, we've got a away match at Southampton, followed by a home match at Cardiff. Very much looking to take a minimum of 3 points from them. In terms of how the players have been getting on, brilliant really. I mean, some of the new players have really started to get off the mark in terms of their performances. You can see on here the values, the training ratings have been magnificent. There's some 9.9s and higher up there, quite a few in the 9s. Last game averages, pretty good. Rosinia, he's starting to make some really good performances. So all in all, things have been going pretty well. The new players have settled in. We're starting to score some goals, and long may this continue. So stick around. I'll click us through to the first match and we'll see if we can keep this magnificent progress going and really see how far we can take Norwich. See you shortly. And welcome back. So here we go, starting lineup for the first game away at Southampton. We've got Mamadov in goals, the ever-present. Back four of Shipley, Brohurst, Moreno and Watiao. Midfield three of Althaus, Webster and Iglesias. And then a top three of Gleeson, Bruno and Padilla, which is quite different to what we would have seen towards the end of last season, with Padilla being the leading man up top. But the Brazilians are really starting to embed themselves in the squad, and why unsettle a good thing? So we'll keep introducing them, we'll keep giving them the game time, and with more games comes more improvement, attributes and performance. Certainly we're starting to see quite a lot of goals from them as we get through, rotate the squad following the European game, and see if we can kick off the episode with 3 much needed points. Looks like the first highlight might well go to Southampton. And again, since having an upgrade to the computer and the graphics card, I've been enjoying having the crowd back in. The play's a lot smoother. Hopefully you're saying the same things on the videos as you're watching them, as Southampton swing in a corner. Initially get it clear, Iglesias gets a chance to break. Driving down the left-hand side into Gleeson. Over to Padilla on the far right. And he slots in the bottom corner. I wasn't sure if he looked a little bit offside there, but no flag. So it looks like we've taken the lead. Padilla playing out on that right-hand wing for the first time. And gets in on the goal action. What I was about to say before that highlight came in, and I'll hold it again now, is Padilla plays one into Bruno. He slots to keep a narrow angle, but he's offside. We're really struggling with some of our better known players, so Mamadov in goals and Moreno, and to a degree Watiao. They've been noticed for their performances, and clubs have come in sniffing around trying to prize them away. Now as Southampton have a quick chance here, the edge of the box, Livramento with a chance to deliver, and they've got the equaliser, much to our disappointment. Well, hopefully we can get back in the lead, but as I was saying, we've rejected a number of bids for those players, but all that's done really is unsettle them. So Moreno, Mamadov, Watiao unsettled. I can see more as we go along, so we'll have to see how that develops. There's another corner from Southampton, glances the top of the bar. Just have to shout some encouragement, try and do the players up a little bit, because Southampton are starting to get on top a little bit now. As Koku comes to the edge of the box. Hopefully the players can close him down and we get the ball away. Padilla, good header, but we've got no one on the end of it to kind of alleviate the pressure and go the other way. We'll just have to see how this pans out as we're into the 35th minute. Hopefully we don't concede before half time. Good save by Mamadov, and hopefully the coach shout can get through and bring a bit of positivity towards the players and get us back on top. Huge crowd in St Mary's, isn't it? It's a lot bigger than ours, I think. I'd have to check the stats, but we're coming up towards half time. Another chance. Watio looks like he's tiring. I'll have a look at half time to see what change we'll make. I'm not too sure Omobamidele is going to be the right one for that, as Shipley drives down the left hand side into Bruno. He's one-on-one with the keeper. A very poor finish, wasn't it? I thought he was going to lash that home, but no such luck. Last corner before the half-time whistle into Bruno. Header over the bar, but nothing doing from that. So we'll get into the dressing room, have a look at what we're doing. I think we're doing all right, so I'll agree with the assistant manager. Get out to the second half. I'll very quickly just stop and have a look. So just having a look to see Watio is knackered. Southampton have got a goal while I'm messing about. Apologies for that. We will get Omobamidele on there, confirm the sub. And unfortunately, I've made you miss a goal. Fortunately, it's not a Norwich goal. And hopefully we can make it up to you by getting back on top. Shipley with a throw down the left hand side to Gleeson, delivers into the box to Padilla at the back post. He flicks it, but it just glances the top of the crossbar and goes over. Southampton are very quickly becoming one of my bogey teams. I've not done particularly well against them. Obviously we had the Carling Cup semi-final, or Carabao Cup semi-final last year, showing my age there, and they absolutely destroyed us over 2 legs. But I've really not had many chances to get the better of them as they drive forward again into Palmer, and that's glanced the outside of the post. Just going to have a quick look at see what changes we can make. Probably bring Outhouse off. Depon Shell. Padilla on the right, so on a yellow, so we'll get the bomb on. And we'll see if that can make much of a difference. It's half an hour left to go. Currently sees us drop down to 9th in the league. Not had so many chances that we normally have. We are still going positive. Shipley with a throw down the left hand side into Gleeson. Depon Shell into Iglesias and Bruno. Out to Mbom on the right side, who's a very quick player. Can he deliver anything though? Oh, that looks like an awful tackle. I don't think he'd even received the ball there. I don't think you can argue with that. And we really need to kind of try and overload them now. Iglesias really struggling. So we'll get Hamilton on half. I don't know how many times have I done it. Somebody take a note of how many times I've tried to make a 4th sub, because it's getting out of hand. 10 minutes to go. We really need to break the ball down the other end of the park, but Southampton still applying the pressure. Down to Livramento, he's in acres of space into Ruiz, and that could have been game over, but we've got 10 minutes to try and save ourselves. Iglesias having a bit of a stinker now. 5 minutes to go. Unless this highlight goes to us, I think we might open the episode with a defeat, which is not ideal. Moreno's let that drift over his head. Ruiz is through, and he should really put the game to bed there. And 3 minutes of injury time will put us out of our misery, but a 2-1 defeat in the opening game. Not ideal, not the form we've been on. And I'm struggling to really see. Well, I don't like what I saw. I'm not going to say they did well. That sees us drop out of the European qualifying place. I think we can get back up there. I mean, there's not really a great deal we can see, but I didn't see the goal, so I did a bit of a Chris Kamara there. So what I'll do is I'll click us through, I'll get us ready for the game against Cardiff, and we'll see if we can put this results to right. Welcome back for the second match. We're at home to Cardiff. Not too many changes to the starting lineup. We've got Mamadov in goals again, as usual. A back four of Galvez, Shipley, Moreno and Watio. So we've got Galvez coming for a start. Midfield three of Althaus, Webster and DeSantis, who's replaced Iglesias, who picked up a bit of a knock. And then a front three of Mbom, Rashika and Bruno, bringing in Mbom from the last game and Rashika to replace Padilla. So let's get them out there. Bruno, he has been on goal scoring form. He didn't do too much in that last game, apart from a very poor, weak effort towards the end of the match. But I think at home we'll have a much better performance, especially against Cardiff, who aren't one of the fancy teams in the league. No disrespect to them, but I think we should have enough to see them off. As we get out for a very quick start, Galvez down the left-hand side with a throw into DeSantis. Outhouse gives the ball away over the top to Greenwood. That's a great tackle to stop the shot there. Good covering at the back, but they have forced the corner. In it goes, and you can see there Alzate is playing for Cardiff, who we let go in the summer. But again, I'd still expect us to really come out of this on top. And we'll have to keep a real close eyes on the form of the front three, because I don't really want to slip down to where we were before. Watio gives away it. You didn't really see that. It says he gave away a free kick. I didn't see too much in it. And Sam Greenwood has smashed it into the top corner. So all my talk of the nice, comfortable victory against Cardiff has been well and truly put to the sword. Shipley brings the ball out from the back. Mbom not really making a break down the left-hand side, but he is in there now. Galvez to Mbom. Into DeSantis, but he's not catching that. And we're going to have to be a little bit smarter with that left-hand side, because he's not got the pace, DeSantis, really, to break that line. As Cardiff start to create another chance. Outpaced is down the left-hand side, in it goes. Fortunately, it's hit the crossbar, so we're still in the game. Very much on the back foot from the opening sections of this, and a header from a corner puts us 2-0 down, and already we're in absolute disarray. And from the form we were on, I can't really see what's going on. The Outhouse is having a bit of a stink here. I'm going to get him off early, and I'm going to put Duponchel on. I was thinking about bringing Brewers on as the manager's assistant manager's recommendation, but I don't really think he naturally plays in that position. He's more of a centre half, and I didn't really want to upset the apple cart too much in terms of how we play. As Duponchel heads the ball out to Bruno, linking well. Duponchel out to Mbom. Bruno breaking the lines, and that is an absolutely wonderful finish. He had no right to score from there. I thought he was going to take on a little bit further, but that was absolutely magnificent. I did see a tactical thing to remove the shoot on sight, and maybe that's what stopped us having so many clear-cut opportunities last game and this game. I probably had it on from one of the European adventures we had, so we'll look to remove that. And see who else isn't playing particularly well as we come into half-time. 2-1, not really what we wanted, but with the changes we made throughout the game, I think we should be able to recover this. DeSantis looking a little bit tired, but I don't really want to bring him off. Rashiki for Iglesias. Half an hour to go. DeSantis for Padilla. This is he's not clicking great. We need a goal now, really. And bomb to Galvez to Duponchel, who's done well since he came on. It looked like we were going to get a chance there, but Iglesias could only hit it against the defender. Shipley breaks back down the left-hand side into Mbom. Can he beat his man? Duponchel, Galvez. Again, probably a bit too intricate, that play there. Padilla plays it through to Iglesias into Bruno. Was that off? It looks like he's considering it, is he? No, that's it, 2-0. So Bruno with 2 goals, and I did say he'd been on a bit of goal scoring form before this game. What we really need to do is get him on a hat-trick. With 9 minutes to go, we just need one more little sniff of a chance. They've got through at left back. Can we win the ball back early? And it steps to Padilla, Webster. He needs someone overlapping. Watio's trying, but he's sat too deep. Back to Moreno. All the way back to Mamedov, and now we need to find a way to break. Ball over the top. Bruno picks it up in the box. Can he find someone? No, he couldn't pick out a pass. And it comes out again. Webster picks it up though. Wattio down the right hand side. Into Iglesias. Through to Bruno. And he's got his hat trick. Absolutely fantastic. So from 2-0 down, the Bruno hat trick puts us 3-2 up. Just a couple minutes left to play to rescue us, and that puts us into 4th place in the league. And this could be devastating. A quick chance for Cardiff. Hit the bar and Shipley cleared it from danger. I don't think you could have argued too much from being 2-0 up if they snatched the draw somehow. But going 3-2 up with such little time to play, I would have thought we could probably hold on, as Mamedov with his big strong hands claims the ball, and he should sit on that until the final whistle goes. Moreno should just lump it long, and there we go. So it looked a little bit ropey for a minute. Much better performance in the second half. Iglesias on that right hand side turning provider for Bruno's hat trick, and all in all probably just edged it, shaded it in possession chances. XG was slightly higher, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. So buzzing with the result, puts us in a good position in the league. I don't think we've got in as the challenge for the top. I think that'd be a stretch too far, but certainly building on last season, again, if the players can develop the right way, and the more game time we give to the Brazilians, the more chance we have of them developing to their full potential. So yeah, 3 points out of the 6, not too bad. 12 games into the season, sat 4th. I'll click through and play a few games off camera. Have a quick look in the schedule to see how we come back. I won't bring you for the European game because that's all done. What I'll probably do is bring you back for a league game in the FA Cup. So once again, thanks everybody for watching. It's been fantastic for you to stay along for the journey. Everything is going as well as could be expected, if not a little bit better. And yeah, I will see you next time. So take care everybody. Goodbye.